Imagine that. At this very moment, you possess the power to turn your life's most significant challenges into your greatest victories. But you might ask, how? Today, we delve into the core of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that for centuries has empowered individuals to flourish in adversity and discover serenity amid chaos. Consider the last time you were in a situation that tested your patience or rattled your confidence. How did you react? Were you held captive by your immediate reactions, or did you select a response that mirrored your deeper values and beliefs? It is here that Stoicism shines, steering us to meet life's challenges with wisdom, courage, and equanimity. Today, we are exploring a profound concept with roots in ancient wisdom that remains incredibly relevant in our modern era: the art of training your mind to respond, not merely react. This idea goes beyond just managing your temper or staying cool in difficult moments. It's about nurturing a profound sense of awareness, a foundation in the present that enables you to navigate the highs and lows of life with intention and grace. The Stoics, ancient philosophers, celebrated for their practical outlook on life, had much to say on this topic. They posited that while we may not control the events that befall us, we undoubtedly have control over our interpretation and response to them. Stoicism instructs us to concentrate on what lies within our control, fostering a detachment from external events and an anchoring in our own reasoned choices. This Stoic wisdom can motivate us to pause, reflect, and select a course of action that is deliberate and reasoned rather than reactive and impulsive. But why does this matter? Well, consider how much of our regret, stress, and frustration stems from knee-jerk reactions to what people say or do. Now, what if you could instead remain centered, calm, and thoughtful, even when the world around you is anything but? This is not just about enhancing your peace of mind. It's about becoming a more resilient, compassionate, and effective individual, qualities that can revolutionize not only your own life, but also the lives of those you interact with. In our discussion today, we will examine various strategies drawing from both Stoic philosophy and modern psychology. To help you cultivate this responsive mindset, we will explore how to develop mindfulness, the significance of constructively identifying and expressing your emotions, and how to maintain a broader perspective of viewpoint the Stoics mastered. By the conclusion of this discussion, you will possess a toolkit of strategies to help you pause, evaluate, and respond thoughtfully to anything life sends your way. So, let us begin this journey together, learning to ground ourselves in the wisdom of Stoicism and the power of our own minds to choose our responses, thereby transforming our experiences and interactions for the better. In our quest to grasp the essence of responding over reacting, we enter a domain where every thought and action is intentional, echoing the profound teachings of Stoicism. The Stoics, those revered sages of ancient Rome and Greece, held a perspective on life that is astonishingly applicable to our high-speed modern world. They imparted the value of mastering one's reactions and emotions, stressing that true power is found in our capacity to choose our response in any given situation. So, why is it so crucial to cultivate a response instead of a knee-jerk reaction? Picture yourself in a tense meeting or confronting a personal difficulty. The typical human behavior is often to react instinctively, propelled by an immediate emotional surge. This reaction, while natural, is rarely in our long-term best interest. It can worsen conflicts, damage relationships, and result in decisions we might later come to regret. This is where the wisdom of the Stoics shines. They believed in living in harmony with nature and reason, advocating for a life where virtue and rational thought guide every action. By adopting this philosophy, we learn to witness our initial impulses, analyze them with a rational mind, and select a course of action that is in line with our core values and enduring goals. Responding instead of reacting involves taking a moment to pause when confronted with a triggering event. It is about taking a step back to observe not just the external situation, but also your internal reaction to it. This reflective pause gives you the chance to weigh different outcomes and select one that is balanced, reasoned, and most importantly, within your control. In applying this Stoic method, you are not suppressing your emotions or feigning their absence. Instead, you are acknowledging them, comprehending their sources, and then determining if and how they ought to shape your actions. This method empowers you to engage with the world in a manner that preserves your inner peace and integrity, irrespective of outside circumstances. However, the significance of responding over reacting goes beyond personal tranquility. It shapes the quality of your relationships, the efficacy of your leadership, and your resilience when facing adversity. When you respond with thought, you convey respect, understanding, and empathy for others' perspectives and experiences, nurturing more constructive and meaningful interactions. Embarking on a transformative path to train the mind demands more than simple intention. It calls for deliberate, sustained effort, much like the practices championed by the Stoics. These ancient philosophers provide timeless wisdom that can ground our modern methods for cultivating a responsive rather than reactive mind. First, let us explore the power of self-awareness, a foundation of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics highlighted the significance of introspection and understanding one's own motivations and thoughts. In our modern context, this translates to nurturing a sharp awareness of our emotional and mental states. When you are conscious of your thoughts and feelings, you are more adept at managing them effectively. This elevated self-awareness enables you to spot the beginning of emotional reactions, offering the vital first step in choosing a more reasoned, different response. Next, we examine the practice of possessing a simple yet profound strategy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, frequently wrote about the interval between stimulus and response, the space where our power to choose our actions resides. By nurturing the habit of pausing, even for a mere few seconds, we afford ourselves the chance to step away from our immediate impulses. This pause can be occupied by a deep breath, a moment of reflection, or a short meditation. It is within this space that we can consult our inner Stoic, asking ourselves what virtue demands in this situation and which response aligns with our highest self. Another crucial strategy is reframing our perspective, a technique the Stoics employed to preserve equanimity amidst adversity. This requires consciously opting to see a situation from a new angle, one that diminishes its emotional impact and uncovers alternative ways to engage with it. For example, a difficult work scenario as a threat, you could reframe it as a chance to develop and show resilience. By altering our narrative, we change our emotional responses and unlock new avenues for action. Furthermore, the Stoics were proponents of focusing on what we can control while letting go of what we cannot. In applying this principle, we learn to direct our energy wisely, responding proactively to our own thoughts and actions while accepting external events as they happen. This does not imply being indifferent or passive. Rather, it is about identifying where our true power is and choosing to act there, with integrity and intention. Finally, the practice of consistent adjustment and reflection is essential for training the mind. The Stoics participated in daily self-review, evaluating their actions and their progress toward virtue. Similarly, we can conclude our day by reflecting on our responses, celebrating our successes in choosing thoughtful actions, and learning from instances where we reverted to reactivity. This continuous process of self-improvement and assessment fosters a responsive mindset, cultivating the wisdom and balance that Stoicism so deeply cherishes. By weaving these strategies into our daily existence, we not only pay homage to the legacy of the Stoics, but also empower ourselves to live with greater calm, purpose, and effectiveness. Through dedicated practice, we reshape our minds, steering them toward responses that mirror our deepest aspirations and values. Mindfulness, at its essence, is about fostering a profound awareness of the present moment. It involves observing our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations without passing judgment, which allows us to understand their nature and impact. By practicing mindfulness, we align with the Stoic goal of living with intention and awareness. Grounding ourselves firmly in the present, the only time we possess the true power to act. A practical method for developing mindfulness is through focused attention exercises like breath meditation. By merely observing our breath, noting each inhalation and exhalation, we cultivate the capacity to sustain our attention and bring it back to a focal point when it strays. This practice is more than just a relaxation technique. It is a training exercise for the mind, improving our ability to stay present and concentrate amidst life's challenges and distractions. Another vital practice is mindful observation, which can be integrated into any daily routine, transforming it into an opportunity for mindfulness. Whether you are eating, walking, or doing mundane chores, you can practice being fully present with the activity, observing every detail with openness and curiosity. This not only makes the experience itself richer, but also enhances your ability to stay responsive and focused in a variety of situations. Body scan meditation is another potent mindfulness technique that builds body awareness and presence. By systematically scanning through different areas of the body with attention, we not only develop a stronger connection with our physical selves, but also learn to identify and release accumulated tension and emotions. This practice mirrors the Stoic contemplation of bodily experiences and the importance of not letting them excessively sway our rational minds. Integrating mindfulness into our interactions with others can also revolutionize our relationships and communication. By being completely present with people, listening with attentiveness, and observing without judgment, we cultivate deeper connection and understanding. This practice is in harmony with the Stoic value of empathy and the acknowledgement that others are also rational beings navigating their own experiences and challenges. By adopting these mindfulness practices, we follow a path trodden by the Stoics that leads to enhanced clarity, effectiveness, and tranquility in our actions. As we nurture a mindful presence, we arm ourselves with the tools to respond to life's unavoidable challenges with wisdom, grace, and composure, embodying the finest aspects of what it means to live a life inspired by Stoicism. Now, let us shift our attention to the practical application of our newfound Stoic insights and mindfulness, with the goal of fostering a lifestyle where thoughtful responses prevail over reactive impulses. This journey of implementing response over reaction is not simply about stifling natural reflexes. Instead, it's about enriching our life engagement, echoing the Stoic virtue of living with rational and deliberate intention to embody the principles we've covered. Establishing daily practices that reinforce the art of responding is essential. Imagine being confronted with a difficult situation, perhaps a disagreement at work or an unexpected setback. The initial impulse might be to react with emotion, fueled by frustration or disappointment. Yet, this is the precise moment to leverage our Stoic-inspired training to pause and look at the broader picture, asking, what would a Stoic philosopher do? This question is not a summons for emotional suppression, but an invitation to engage our rational mind, to assess the situation with detachment and pinpoint constructive ways to respond. Here, we are not getting rid of emotions, but are instead channeling them constructively, using reason as our guide through them. It's about recognizing our feelings, understanding what triggers them, and then, with calm and clarity, choosing the best course of action that aligns with our objectives and values. In a practical sense, this could involve taking a short walk to clear your head before replying to a provoking email, or it might entail a deeper look into what is genuinely upsetting you in a conflict. Addressing the root issues rather than reacting to surface-level irritations, each instance where you choose to respond instead of react, you are strengthening a pattern of thoughtful engagement with life's hurdles, building resilience and cultivating a deeper sense of satisfaction and peace. Moreover, incorporating this method into your daily life amplifies its effects. Start your day by reflecting on your intentions, reminding yourself of your pledge to respond with thought in various situations. Practice regular journaling to contemplate your responses, acknowledge your successes, and pinpoint areas for improvement. And crucially, adopt a mindset of continuous adaptation and learning, seeing each day as a new chance to practice and refine your mastery of response over reaction. By dedicating yourself to this path, you are not just adopting a tactic for conflict management or stress reduction. You are embracing a philosophy of life that mirrors the Stoic quest for wisdom and virtue. You are opting to live with intentionality, harmonizing your actions with your highest principles. And in doing so, you are fostering a more compassionate, reasoned, and responsive world. The journey from reaction to response is a transformative one, calling us toward a more profound engagement with our inner selves and the world outside. It is a path the Stoics trod with dedication and diligence, and now, with their wisdom as our guide, we too can aim to navigate life's challenges with rationality, equanimity, and grace, embodying the true spirit of Stoicism in our modern times. The heart of our exploration is not merely about managing our reactions in isolation, but about weaving a responsive, thoughtful approach into the very fabric of our existence. By embracing Stoic principles, focusing on what is within our control, acting with reason, and pursuing virtue, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with greater purpose and equanimity. This Stoic-inspired journey prompts us to see every moment as a chance to practice our dedication to response over reaction. Whether we are dealing with daily annoyances, major setbacks, or critical decisions, each scenario offers an opportunity to embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. By consistently opting to respond with thoughtfulness, we not only improve our own well-being, but also positively impact the lives of those around us. Remember, the path toward mastering response over reaction is continuous a process of perpetual learning and development. Like the Stoics, we must adopt the discipline of self-reflection, regularly evaluating our progress and making adjustments as necessary. This dedication to personal growth not only draws us nearer to our ideal selves, but also has a ripple effect, influencing our relationships, our communities, and the wider web of our interconnected lives. As we conclude our journey together, remember that every moment is a choice, an opportunity to embody the wisdom, resilience, and calm of Stoicism. In the grand tapestry of life, your responses are the threads of your character, woven with purpose and intention. Now, as our time ends, I encourage you to carry on with your exploration. Look toward the screen for suggested videos that explore the art of living wisely and well more deeply. Thank you for joining us at Stoic Journal and for embracing the path of mindful response over reactive impulse. May your path forward be filled with peace, virtue, and clarity.